Well, welcome to my first ever video that I hope will be the first of many. Maybe we'll see how much anxiety I have after I post this, but hopefully this will be the first of many videos. I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time, and I figured, you know what, today is the day. I'm just gonna sit down, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna post it before all my beard kicks in. So hopefully this is a good experience and not an awful one that I'm gonna like curl in the fetal position and never want to do this again. Let me backtrack. Let me tell you how this video came to be. So I have struggled with my skin for as long as I can remember, as far back as I can remember. Actually, my first breakout ever, I was 8 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday. My parents were divorced and I was with my dad at the time, and I had a breakout, my first one ever, and I freaked out and I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out. It hurt. It was painful, and I didn't know what to do. And ever since then, when I was 8 years old, I remember thinking, like, is this gonna happen to me for the rest of my life? And it did. I have never, since I was 8 years old, had clear skin. And there's been seasons in my life where it's not that bad, but then there's been other seasons in my life where I'm just like, I don't know how I'm supposed to live like this. And I've gone to dermatologists that I've never just really, I don't know, I've never really gotten what I wanted from them. It just always felt like they were kind of just like, oh, there's not a lot we can do, which I was like, what do you mean there's not a lot you can do? But that's neither here nor there. I've tried every, soap, product, cream, serum known to man. And some stuff has worked amazing, and some stuff I'm just like, this is junk in a bottle. Like, this is horrible. Not only is my skin not better, it's worse. So I wanted to make this video to kind of just let you guys know my experience, what I've gone through, and what has helped me and what has definitely not helped me whatsoever. So I hope you get something out of this video, and I hope, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not anything. I'm not recommending you go out and buy these things. I'm not recommending that this become your skincare routine. All I'm telling you is this really worked for me, or this really did not work for me. So you just take that for what it's worth, and I really hope in some way, shape, or form it can help you. But even more than the products, I want anybody who suffers with acne to know that you are not alone. It's something I have been shameful about my entire life. Like, I've tried to cake on as much makeup as possible to hide it. I've tried to avoid going places sometimes. Like, when my skin is really bad, I will just avoid people, I'll avoid places, I'll avoid everything besides like work and school. And you don't have to live like that. It's not that it's not a big deal, because I know it does feel like a big deal, but it's not as uncommon as you think, or you think no one's is as bad as mine, no one knows what I'm going through, no one knows what I feel like. They do. People do know what you feel like, and I promise you it will get better. Some way, how, shape, form, like, you will find a way to make it better. And because I know that was my mindset, and I was like, I will not stop until I find a way to make this better, and it will get better. And no matter what, do not be shamed. Do not feel like you are ugly. Do not feel like you have to avoid things. Do not feel like your skin makes other people feel uncomfortable. I felt that way for so long. Like, my go-to line is like, I gotta put foundation on because I don't want to scare people. I don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable. That is not your job. So you do not stress yourself out over it, because stress makes it worse, and then you're even more stressed out because it's getting worse and worse and worse. You just need to breathe. He's gonna be okay. And just know that even the girl with perfect skin, she's not happy with her skin. So don't ever, 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 ever feel like, I just want to beat her. She hates her skin too, I guarantee you. So let's talk about some products. Let's talk about what works, what doesn't work, and let's get you the answers you're looking for. Let's start by talking about how I take my makeup off at night, because this is so important, and this is also something I didn't realize until later on in life. So what I used to do is I would just like have a face wash, and I would just like hop in the shower or like whatever I was doing, if I was just washing my face at night, and I would just use my face wash off all my makeup, and then I'd be done. But you cannot do that, because all your face wash is doing is washing off your makeup, and it's actually not even getting to your skin, because all the work it did was just take off your makeup. It didn't even work on your skin. So it's always so important that you take off your makeup before you use your face wash. So what I do is, I've been using this product. This product makes me laugh so hard. Okay, Walmart is so shady and I love it. I'm so here for it. They have this, which I don't know if you are able to see that or not. I'm not gonna link it down below because it's a whole story. Anyways, I go into Walmart and I see this little guy, and it's Equate Beauty, which is like Walmart brand of beauty, and it's called Wipe the Day Away. How shady is that? And it literally says compared to Clinique Take the Day Off. So shady. And I have used Clinique Take the Day Off, and I am here to tell you there is no difference. There is no difference in these products. And I even looked it up online. It's the exact same amount of ounces. Like even the packaging looks similar. Like these are the same product, and Walmart is such a schemer, and I love it. Because this is only $5. $5. Whereas Clinique's is, don't quote me, I'll link Clinique's as well, but I think it's $30. But don't quote me. Anyways, so they only had 2 left, and I was like, oh my god, and I bought 2. And I gave one to my best friend. Like, ended up calling her like 2 months later, and I was like, hey, you know that like makeup remover I gave you? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, do you use it? And she's like, yeah, sometimes. And I was like, okay, I need it back. Like, this is the best product I've ever used, and I really need it back. So she gave me, so this is the second one, and I'm almost done. I don't know. I only use it now. I used to use it every day. I only use it now when I've like got like full like drag makeup, which I don't do drag makeup, but you know what I'm saying, like when I need something heavy duty. And what you do is you just scoop a little bit out, like kind of like smear just a little bit all over your face, and you just start massaging it in, and I kid you not, your makeup melts. It just melts off your face. It's ridiculous. And it gets every last speck, everything. And then what I do is I take just a basic Neutrogena makeup remover. I buy these at Sam's Club only because they come in packs of like 5 or 6, I don't know, 5 or 6, and it's only something like $15, which I genuinely don't know how that compares to drugstore or like Walmart or whatever, but I like to feel like I'm getting a deal. I might not be, but I like to feel that way, so that's what I tell myself. So but you can literally use any makeup wipe. I've never ever seen a difference in my face based on what makeup wipe I use. Use whatever ones you like. So I don't use this though every single day because, like I said, it's almost gone and you cannot get it anymore. And I'm like, Walmart, what? Like, this is the best product I've ever used ever, and you guys got rid of it. But what I'm thinking is that Clinique got hip to what was going on here, and they shut it down. But I feel like Walmart's a bigger like deal than Clinique. Like, why would they cower to Clinique? I don't know. That's completely, none of that is based on facts. That's completely my own like made up story. That's what I don't know what happened. Anyways, you can't get this anymore, and it's stupid. But I will, like I said, link the Clinique one down below because the Clinique one is just as good. It's just, you know, like 7 times the amount, but it is just as good. So when I'm not using that one, when it's just like my day-to-day, everyday makeup, I do the exact same thing, but with Pond's Cold Cream Cleanser. I am here for Pond's. Pond's is amazing. They have been around forever. Like, I trust Pond's. They are great. And it's the Moisturizing Deep Cleanser and Makeup Remover. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how to focus and zoom on these things. I'll be linked below. I do the exact same thing. I take it on my hand, I smear it all over my face, I massage it in. I won't lie, it does not melt off your makeup the same way the Wipe the Day Away balm does, but it gets the job done. And you just want to make sure you get all of this off. That's really important. So Then what I do is I go into wash my face. Once all the makeup's off, everything's done, I go in and I just wash my face with a cleanser. Now, I have scoured the lands for the perfect cleanser. I have tried everything. If you like walk down the Walmart, Sephora, whatever, like skincare aisle, I've tried them all. And this one is one I have used before. About 3, maybe 4 years ago, I went through just a really stressful situation. I was like in a new relationship, and it was like very, like, it was just a lot of drama, and because of the stress of that, I got very bad cystic acne. And I called my best friend. She's a blogger. Her name is hannahtovar. You can find her on Instagram. It's at hannahtovar, or it might be at hannahtovar. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't advertise if I don't know that. Who cares? I will put it down below. Go follow her. I called her and I was like, my face is freaking out. And she's like, okay, here's what you need to do. And she was like, you need to go and you need to get this specific face cleanser. And the cleanser was, I'm gonna say this wrong. Don't at me. I think it's CeraVe. CeraVe. Sarah something. I don't know. Anyways, this is the cleanser. It is amazing, and you can get it at drugstores. I've gotten it literally everywhere. I've gotten it at Walmart, I've gotten it at CVS, I've gotten it at Walgreens, I've gotten it everywhere. And I want to say this size at CVS was like $12. Again, that's not based on fact. I could be making that up, but I think that's how much it cost. And it's the foaming facial cleanser. There's another one that's I think blue. Don't get that one. Get this like mint green one. And it's for normal to oily skin. I am very oily, very acne prone, and very sensitive. But I haven't been sensitive up until recent years, but I'm very oily, very acne prone. So this is for normal to oily skin. It cleanses and removes oils without disrupting the skin's protective barrier. What I like about this is it says all this junk on the back, but one thing it says is it has a vitamin in it which helps calm your skin. And that is honestly what I love about this. Is I genuinely feel like it's so gentle. Like, it's amazing. Now, I'm gonna get into in a little bit products that like just did not work for me, and I don't recommend them anyone to ever use them. But this one was just so non-irritating, and that was really important because that was recently when I had my skin issues, because I want to say about 6 months ago, I just had this skin flare-up that would not go away. You guys, you don't understand. Like, I was crying every single day because all right here, it was just cystic acne. God, it was horrible. Like, I've never experienced anything like that. And I tried everything to get it to go away. And this was one of the things that like actually helped. Really? This was the one thing that was able to just really calm and soothe my skin, and it was amazing. So I highly recommend it. And I ended up going back to this because she had told me about 3 or 4 years ago when I first went through all that. She's like, you got to get this cleanser. And I was like, okay. And then when this second time me going through all of this, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try that again. Maybe it'll work. I honestly don't remember why I ever stopped using it. Do you guys ever have stuff like that? Like, you have a product, it's amazing, and you're like, this is the best product ever, and then you stop using it, and you go back a few years later and it's still amazing. You're like, why did I stop using this? It's always been amazing. I don't know. I don't get that. Anyways, I use this morning and night. I use it every single night before I go to bed, every single morning when I wake up. I cannot recommend this enough. And it's Dermatologist recommended too. So there's that. Now, something my other best friend taught me is, and she's like one of those girls with perfect skin who gets a pimple and says she's broken out. Yeah, well, we all know those girls. And she taught me that toner, it's your best friend. Like, you need to be using toner. It's so important. And I kick it old school with Sea Breeze toner, and I'm actually almost out. I need to go get more. There is a sensitive skin one, but because when I was going through my skin issues, I just felt like I needed to like just purge my skin, and so I used the original formula and I really like it, so I've never felt the need to switch to the sensitive skin. But this baby has the strongest smell, not like stink smell, but like it's got like a lemon pledge smell to it, which doesn't sound good, but it's actually good. I don't know, I like it because it smells clean to me. I just love the clean smell. I don't know, it's totally up to you though. I just throw this on a cotton ball and I just swipe it all over my face, and it's amazing how I've already taken my makeup off, I've already cleansed, and then this gets even more off. So I love this, so I highly recommend that to every single person ever. Now, my go-to moisturizer, if I, you know, change up anything in my skin routine a lot, it's my moisturizer, because there's just so many great moisturizers out there, but this is just what I've been going to lately. And I'm actually like almost out of it. The Clean and Clear Morning Burst Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. I love this moisturizer. It's ultra lightweight, won't clog pores, and provides a touch of moisture. Now, even though it's called Morning Burst, I use it day and night, just because I love it that much. It's so funny. Oh my god, I love it. It smells so good. Okay, so I was talking to my friend and she was like, oh, what's that moisturizer you're using? And I was telling her, I'm like, yeah, it smells like blueberries. She's like, blueberries? And I'm like, yeah, you've got to smell it. It smells so good. So she opens it up, she sniffs it, and she goes, that is cucumbers. And I'm like, is it? And then now I smell it and it's totally cucumbers, but I feel like it's cucumbers and blueberries, which that's such a disgusting combo, but it works. This honestly has done so much for my skin. I notice a huge difference in my skin when I'm using this, and also I notice a huge difference in my makeup when I use this, because I put this on as like a primer. I don't use primers. I've never ever noticed a difference when I used a skin primer, but I do think you should have something on your face, so I do use this, and I notice a huge difference in my makeup when I use this. Now, something I do at night, because of that morning burst, I sometimes want just like a little bit extra at night. I do over that is the GlamGlow ThirstyMud Hydrating Treatment. So that's this little blue one. You guys can see that. I have a love-hate relationship with GlamGlow products. That's what it looks like inside. It smells so good. Now, I use this overnight. I put like a little bit, and a little bit with this stuff goes so far. I put a little bit on and I put it all over my face, and then I sleep with it. And then when I wake up in the morning, I wash it off. My skin is so hydrated, it's so soft. So I do that like every other day. I don't do it every day, but I do it like every other day. Now, every once in a while, like after a particularly bad breakout, I use this at night, which, like I told you, I'm a Pond's fan. This is Pond's cream as well. This is the dark spot correcting cream. I love this. It's very, you're not going to want to use this in the morning as a moisturizer. This one has a very Noxzema smell to it. So what you do is, after everything, I just throw this on my face, and it's very like thick and creamy and like stuff your grandma wears, and it really does help fade the appearance of dark marks, which I really struggle with. So highly recommend it. It's like so dirt cheap, it's not funny, but if you're looking for a dark spot corrector before you, Clinique has a really good one also, but it's way expensive. So if you're just looking for something cheap, get this one. Do the same thing in the morning, except I don't do, like, I would not use the Pond's or this GlamGlow in the morning, but I use the CeraVe cleanser, the Sea Breeze, and then the Clean and Clear Ultra Burst in the morning. So that's exactly what I do in the morning. I just do a few extra things at night. Now let me guys tell you what has like also made a huge difference in my skin. I remember I was watching Jaclyn Hill on Snapchat one day, and she was doing like 4 face masks, and I was like, you are crazy, like that is so much, like who has time for that? But I decided one day that I had nothing going on and I was just gonna Netflix and Hulu my life away that day. I was like, you know what, like I'm just gonna do it, like, oh, why not? and I did it, and I'm telling you, the following days my skin looked better than I have ever seen it before. And so from time to time, not always, but from time to time, I will do masks, and I will do them that way. I'll do like 3 to 4 back to back to back. And I'm going to tell you what my 2 favorite masks are right this minute, because the last one, I've been doing 3 recently because I don't have a 3rd one that I love, or like I guess a 4th one that I love right now. But I will do 2 to 3 like clay masks, and then I always end with like a brightening sheet mask. The first one that I've really been loving right now is the GlamGlow SuperMud Clearing Treatment, and I have a little baby version of it. I need to go and get, just so for comparison, like I have just the baby version of it right now, so I need to go get the full size. And this is, it's like almost gone in there. Smells strong of eucalyptus and mint, and it's literally like you're smearing mud all over your face, and it's one of those things that makes you so insecure because it shows every single pore you have, so I don't do it when anybody's around. But it really is amazing. It tingles, and it like just makes you feel like it's working, and I leave it on like half an hour. I don't really know what it says to leave it on for, but I'm typically like, everything in my life is like timed by TV shows. Like I'll like, oh, how long did you cook that rice? I don't know, like 1 episode of Friends. That's how I time things in my life. So I usually put this on, watch a 30-minute TV show, and then wash it off with warm water. And I do notice a huge difference in shrinkage in my pores when I use this. So that's GlamGlow. Then my friend Hannah, which I talked about, she's a blogger, did a I guess she was sponsored by this company who does face, they're called, they do face, they are skincare line, I can't talk today, and they're called Dermatologist Choice, and this like thing is kind of dirty because I just used it, but this is their deep cleaning facial mask with glycolic AHA. That's hard. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Now this stuff, when you put this on, it smells like it also smells like eucalyptus and mint, but there's something else in there. Gosh, I know that smell. There's another scent in there I recognize, but I just can't think of what it is. When you put this stuff on, it like tingles and burns so good. And I remember she gave it to me and she was like, okay, like if it tingles really bad, take it off. And I'm like, what? So right the minute I put it on, I was like, ah. I love it. I use it like twice a week. And I'm trying to think, I started using this maybe only like 3 to 4 weeks ago, and I have noticed a difference whenever I use it. It's amazing for your skin. So again, I will link the website for this down below. Now, I have to talk about 2 products that truly just not only did they do nothing for my skin, but they honestly made my skin so much worse. I'm just letting you know, these did not work for me. So use at your own risk. Now this first one is so funny because this is a GlamGlow product, and it's the GlamGlow Super Cleanse Daily Clearing Cleanser Mud to Foam. And what's funny about that, hold on, is I feel like these 2 products go together. I could be wrong. I don't know. Like I said, nothing's based on facts here, but I feel like these go together, and I love this mask. This facial cleanser, which made my skin break out so badly, like it was painful. So this did not react well with my skin. I would not recommend it. It might work for you, it might work for you great, but personally for me, I used it once and I never used it again because it was a horrible product for me. Now this product, I have seen, there was a YouTuber, and I cannot remember for the life of me who it was, but I had looked up acne videos, and she recommended this, and she said it was the only thing that helped clear her skin. So clearly for some people it works. For me, not for me, not the product for me. And it is the Neutrogena Rapid Clear Stubborn Acne Cleanser, and it's maximum strength. this product is so full of chemicals. I remember the first time I used it, my contacts were really irritating me that day, like really irritating me. And I had taken them out so I could shower, and I went in the shower and I used this product, and I did it all over my face, and I got out and my eyes just were on fire. And I was like, and I figured it was my contacts. Well, so I kept using it day after day after day, and I realized it's because there's so much flipping chemicals, and it felt like if, you know, you like poured rubbing alcohol in your eyes. And I just realized, like, it's just because it's so strong, it's so chemically, like, it's just, I didn't want it on my skin. I'm not here for it. So this product, while this truly may work for some people, it did not work for me. If it works for you, that's amazing, that's awesome. I'm glad it works for you. It was not on my list of good products. And that is all the skincare items I have to show for you. I have a lot more, but those are my day-to-day things that I use every day, every week, every other day that are constantly in my rotation. There are other things I use from time to time, and certain products I switch in and out, but that's like my core group. Other things that I've noticed have made a huge difference to me is definitely the amount of water I drink. I try and drink a gallon of water a day, also because I live in the sunniest city in America. So I definitely try to make that a priority to me, because I do notice a huge difference in my skin. So try and drink a lot of water, and then just kind of notice how your skin reacts to certain things, and try your best to work that into your day-to-day life. But again, it's got to be a balance. Like, everything in life is a balance, so don't let any one thing detour you altogether. But yeah, and honestly, another thing that's helped me is having acrylic nails, which I know sounds crazy, but it stops me from like scratching at my face. It stops me from like messing with my face that I would more normally if I did not have acrylic nails on. So that's totally weird. That's not a tip I'm like suggesting you take, but it is something that I know has helped my skin a lot, because I'm just not like scratching at my face. Cleaning your phone a lot helps. Changing your pillowcases frequently. Don't touch your face after the gym. Oh my gosh, somebody told me that, because I was noticing that when I was working out, my face was breaking out so bad, and people were like, well, do you touch your face? And I'm like, I guess. And they were like, you know, the gym is so dirty and there's so many germs and you're touching your face, so just be really mindful about when you're touching your face and try not to do that. Yeah, it's work. It's like a full-time job trying to take care of your skin, and I know it's hard, but if you can just be consistent in certain things, you will hopefully notice a difference. And if you don't, just keep trying, keep reading. Knowledge is power. Keep looking up articles. Try and find a doctor that's going to help you and it's going to get you where you want to be. Ask your friends for recommendations. Go on YouTube and look up what's worked for other people. This whole video came to be because I was so desperate and so at a means to an end with my face that I literally just went on Facebook and I typed in, and I was like, friends, like, my skin is freaking out, I need help. And like, oh my gosh, so many women were just like posting like, okay, use this, use this, use this, use this, and just like helping me. And then women were constantly messaging me like, how's your skin, how's things going, what's the update? And that's honestly a big part of the reason I'm making this video, is kind of an update for everyone, that things are so much better. Is such a big difference from where I was at a few months ago. And so don't be afraid to ask for advice. It's okay. Everybody's gone through it and everybody's found things that worked for them. But yeah, if you liked this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe, comment, anything else you're curious about. If it's something I know anything about, I'm happy to make a video about it. But just thank you for your time and watching. And if you're somebody going through this, just know that you are not alone. You're not the first, you're not the last, but you are not alone, and you are beautiful no matter what. No matter what, you are still gorgeous. So have an awesome day. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.